Welcome, everybody. I am extremely honored to be here with Dr. Ohta today. And we are in Tokyo, Japan. And the reason I flew over here to have this incredible honor was because the work that Dr. Ohta is doing and where the research is going and the application for people like us is so remarkable that I felt it was really exciting and wonderful to be able to share it with all of you. So welcome, Dr. Ohta.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It is truly an honor to be able to sit with you and learn a little bit about the work that you've been doing around hydrogen. Tell me, when did you first begin studying hydrogen?
Oh yeah, and we started 13 years ago, so that means 2005.
2005?
Yes, and January.
In January.
Yeah.
What brought you to want to learn more about hydrogen? Why did you go there? And tell us a little bit about your career.
Because I spent more than 40 years on the research of mitochondria.
Of the mitochondria.
Mitochondria produce energy.
Correct.
Bioenergy, and also reactive oxygen species as a side effect. So we want to regulate the effect of reactive oxygen species, so-called oxidative stress.
Right.
Okay, and oxidative stress function as toxic molecules, and also sometimes give a benefit for our health. For example, after hard training, we receive the tolerance against oxidative. So the situation is very complicated. So we want to overcome the effect of oxidative stress. And we find the effect of hydrogen on the effect of the oxidative stress.
This is so interesting. So many people are looking to get more energy. And we know that within each and every one of our cells, we have the mitochondria, which are like the energy plants. So you had been studying mitochondrial health and energy for 40 years?
40 years.
That is remarkable.
Yeah.
That is so remarkable. And then there's a lot of questions about, should we be taking antioxidants? I have a background in resveratrol and using different antioxidants. But to be able to understand how to work with our own body to activate the antioxidant properties and fight the oxidative stress. Is that some of the ways that hydrogen helps us?
And hydrogen is very small.
Yes.
And hydrogen can penetrate everywhere on our body.
Every single cell within our whole body.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I actually brought some hydrogen. So I thought while we are here together today, I just flew over 14 and a half hours and I took hydrogen while I was traveling. So I thought maybe what I'd do is, would you like one?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna both take some hydrogen.
This bubble is the hydrogen.
This is the hydrogen. So tell us, we know that hydrogen is an element, but tell us a little bit about it.
Hydrogen can penetrate the membrane of the cells and function a lot of things. So it is difficult to say one word of the function of hydrogen. Hydrogen has a lot of function. So, but for the first time, hydrogen work antioxidant. And most oxidant has shortcomings. For example, the antioxidant that dissolved in water cannot penetrate the membrane. Membrane is composed of lipid. And inside, the cell is composed with water, water-soluble matter. So if the antioxidant is dissolved in water, it is difficult to penetrate the cell membrane, because cell membrane is composed with lipid. But hydrogen is very small and can penetrate everywhere and distribute everywhere in our body. And that's why hydrogen has a beneficial. And also, hydrogen is rather stable, and it is difficult to react with a lot of things. And that means hydrogen is inert. You understand inert?
Right.
Okay, and is safe.
So hydrogen is inert and it's safe.
Yeah.
And it is capable of penetrating through the membrane.
Yeah.
Where most antioxidants that we would ingest are not capable of penetrating through the membrane.
Yeah, that's right.
So once it penetrates through the membrane, and I'm very excited for us to be drinking this, we're going to wait for it to fully dissolve, right? Which I think it has. So we could actually have some. Do you want to?
Yes. Yeah.
Cheers to hydrogen.
Kanpai. Yeah. And hydrogen can distribute everywhere within 10 minutes.
Within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I've seen some incredible imagery, which we'll show to all of you, where the circulation in the hands the temperature goes from 96.1 degrees up to 98 point something, and you just see how the blood flow increases, and that's within 10 minutes.
Yes, that's right.
So we're going to drink this now, and 10 minutes later, the hydrogen will have penetrated into all of our cells?
Yes, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah. And we can detect the hydrogen in everywhere.
And within those 10 minutes, Dr. Ohta, tell me, it's fighting the oxidative stress that's going on in the cell?
Yes, that's right. And hydrogen can directly react with the oxygen species.
It can or cannot?
Can.
It can directly work with oxygen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And especially that is important that after release of hydrogen still continues the function. It is curious. You may feel
the
curious.
hydrogen continues to function?
Yes, without absence of hydrogen in our body. So hydrogen function of the regulation of gene expression. Okay, it is difficult to explain, but if we drink hydrogen water, after 1 hour, the hydrogen released from our body via lung. Okay, but still the role of hydrogen, a beneficial role of hydrogen, continue for one day.
Wow.
Yeah, that's important because some people feel curious that if we drink hydrogen water, after 1 hour, hydrogen is released. So we must drink whole day, several times. So in that case, we must hydrogen water 10 times per day. But if we drink hydrogen water once, the effect is continue for 1 day.
Interesting.
Yeah,
very
that's
interesting.
very important.
So it's going through the cell membrane. It's working on the free radical damage that has occurred and that may continue to occur. You mentioned to me, which is obviously a subject that I'm very interested in, how it regulates autophagy. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
There are only several papers describing the effects of the regulation of autophagy. And autophagy also has a lot of function to regulate our body. And for example, hydrogen regulates dementia via regulation of autophagy.
Very interesting. Yeah. So the hydrogen is studied in clinical research to activate the autophagy, and as we all know, that's the process of recycling and repairing and removing the parts of the cell that are no longer needed, so the cells can behave like they were when they're younger, which is what we're looking for. Yeah. We want to live the healthiest for the longest, right? So how does hydrogen work specifically with the mitochondria? Why is it that 10 minutes after we've drank this, not only has our circulation improved, but we have so much more energy? Why?
The hydrogen?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And actually, the target of hydrogen is not only mitochondria. Maybe there are several targets and shows the regulation. And especially the hydrogen activates mitochondria. And also hydrogen produces energy. So we we have a lot of beneficial effect of hydrogen. And also, hydrogen suppress the inflammation, and inflammation also give a damage for the whole body. And also, hydrogen suppress the inflammation. And in that case, without effect of mitochondria, hydrogen can function on the surface of the membrane and then modify the mediator that suppress inflammation.
So many of us are dealing with inflammation. I mean, having just been on a 14-hour flight to come see you here in Tokyo, I was worried the whole time about inflammation, and I took my hydrogen as I was traveling, and I got here and I felt a lot better than I would normally have felt. So it's suppressing the inflammation, it's energizing the mitochondria, or activating the mitochondria. Tell us a little bit more about how it works for the skin and for beauty.
Yeah, so there are so many experiments in women. So a lot of women are saying that hydrogen is very good for skin. And also the circulation of blood flow is improved after drinking hydrogen water. So, and also eliminate the stain and maybe
the discoloration.
So hydrogen white has a function whitening.
So it helps to even the skin tone and remove and help to eliminate a lot of the discoloration that can happen. I have to tell you, I've taken hydrogen baths where I was so excited to just, really sort of allow all of my skin to experience the hydrogen. And that's something that I hear women do in Japan.
Yeah. And also Japanese people like taking a bath bathing. So, and in my experiment, I take a hydrogen bath.
You do as well?
Yes, for 1 hour per week. So
1 hour per week?
Per week,
Interesting. So bath and beauty baths are starting to become a trend in the US. I grew up in England where we take baths. I think hopefully a lot of people do in different parts of Europe. But here in Japan, it's common to take a hydrogen bath, and you don't do it for just 20 minutes. You do it for 1 hour?
Oh, yes. At least 10 minutes is necessary.
Yes.
To warm the bath.
Yes.
And warm the body by the effect of hydrogen. Because I said it takes about 10 minutes for distribute hydrogen into whole body. So I recommend to take hydrogen bath for more than 10 minutes.
Right, so you take it for an hour.
Yes, that's right.
And what do you expect? Is that the time in the week when you get the most hydrogen into your body? That is the time when you get the most? Why a bath? Why not just drinking it?
Oh, yeah, the both. I take a hydrogen bath and I drink hydrogen water every day.
You do?
Yeah.
Every single day?
Yeah.
1 hydrogen water?
1 per day, and I take 500 milliliters of hydrogen water.
Excellent.
Every day.
500 milliliters.
Yeah. And I take a hydrogen bath once per week, but for 1 hour.
For 1 hour?
Yeah.
When you're taking the bath, is it different in the way that it works for the body because it's on the epidermis and it's soaking in? Is there a difference? Does it do something to the outer part of the skin that's different than if we just drink it?
In my experiments, maybe hydrogen bath is better for the effect of skin.
So you believe that taking a hydrogen-rich bath can really impact all of the skin.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it is for the I don't know how hydrogen work on the surface of the skin for women. So I have I have a man, so I don't know the status of women. So, but hydrogen keep our body warm for a long time, and the moisture of the skin is improved, and hydrogen function as whitening.
As what? Yes, so it helps to lift and balance out the skin tone. Lift the different discoloration, as you had mentioned. That's remarkable.
And also hydrogen suppresses the stress, decrease the stress.
The oxidative stress?
Yes. And also psychological stress.
Oh, really? Yeah. Tell us a little bit about how it decreases the psychological stress.
Maybe hydrogen improves the hormone that suppresses stress. Psychological stress.
So when you say hydrogen helps to improve hormonal function, can you tell us more about that part?
Okay, so especially in that case of after the drinking hydrogen water, and the stomach can secrete a kind of hormone that relaxes our stress. So that's why hydrogen continue to function for a long time.
Dr. Ohta, when we drink it 10 minutes later, so it's probably been about 10 minutes, is it already working on our stomach and our hormonal response already now?
Yes.
Incredible.
Yeah. So we should be relaxed.
We're starting to relax. I know after this interview, I'm hoping to go to the beautiful Japanese garden and spend some time with you there, which is also very relaxing. There's more and more research showing us. I'm so taken by the beauty here in Tokyo and the beauty in general in Japan. Hydrogen is a big part of that, as hydrogen water is so famous here. You've been researching it for 13 years.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how I'm going to be interviewing the Nobel Prize winner in medicine in 2 days for the research around autophagy, Dr. Yasunori Osomi. And you were telling me a little bit of a story about your relationship with him and his response about, perhaps that hydrogen will be the next area of Nobel Prize winning in the future.
Yeah, and we knew from the age of the graduate student, and because we belong to one group that is organized by young scientists. And he emphasized the importance of originality of research. And we agree and discuss about originality. So he was a good and old friend. And also me and I and he is famous to drink too much. And I have stayed one night in his private home.
So do you think that hydrogen also helps with a hangover?
Yes, that's right. Yes, the effect is very clear. So anyone that drink hydrogen water is effective hangover.
Really?
So try.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yourself.
Well, I think, he makes a very good point. The Nobel Prize, as we all know, is the greatest honor. And it sounds like the research is really so important for all of us to start to understand. And how easy is it for us to just drink a hydrogen water? Yeah. My hope and my dream is that soon and in the future in the United States, we get to have the same sort of benefit that you're experiencing here in Japan.
But I think it is difficult to get a Nobel Prize, even if the hydrogen is a very good effect of beauty.
Yes.
But I'm thinking that hydrogen can overcome the dementia because hydrogen give a good effect on brain. So I want to perform the large scale of clinical studies on Alzheimer's disease.
Very interesting.
That's my dream.
That is your dream. And there's so much neurological diseases in today's environment to be able to fight against that. And specifically dementia is your area of interest and your dream?
Yeah.
Well, I hope that we all hope that your dream comes true.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, we're excited about the beauty benefits and the overall health and well-being benefits that come from hydrogen. Thank you so much for your time.
You are welcome.